Hello, Committee of 100. I appreciate your invitation to participate in this year's conference. I want to thank Ambassador Gary Locke for his leadership. His accomplishments are reflected in his many titles: Ambassador, Governor, Secretary, Member of the Washington State House of Representatives. He is an inspiration to us all, especially to those who have devoted their careers to public service. Gary, I want to congratulate you on your election as chair. I also want to thank Roger Wang for his service as chairman over the last 3 years, and for his work to build the relationship between the governments and the people of the United States and China over many decades of change. And thank you to the C100 members for all that you do for this organization and in your own communities. As the first Chinese American, the first Asian American, and the first woman of color to be confirmed as United States Trade Representative, I am excited about the chance to shape trade policy at this critical moment in American history. But I am also humbled by the responsibility of representing the larger AAPI community during this difficult time. The world feels less safe today than at almost any other point in my lifetime. This feeling is fueled in part by the fear, frustration, and loss we are experiencing struggling through a once-in-a-century pandemic. It is manifesting as a growing nationalism and tribalism in our politics and geopolitics. In the midst of all of this, I want to urge everyone to consider a few facts. Humanity is marked by a fierce competitive spirit, and we have great fighters amongst us. But humanity is also characterized by a strong desire for progress and a deep instinct for morality. I was touched by Chloe Zhao's remarks after she accepted the Oscar for Best Director recently. She recalled her childhood memories of reciting the three-character classic with her father. I have similar experiences as a child memorizing phrases from the three-character classic, which dates all the way to the 13th century. The words Chloe Zhao recited in her speech have been in my mind very much lately. The poetry of those words is matched by the profoundness of their meaning. At their birth, people are inherently good. The next line I also still have in my memory. While their natures are the same, their habits make them different. I was raised by Chinese Americans and educated by Quakers, which means that I have also been contemplating one of the central tenets of Quakerism, which holds something very similar, that there is that of God in everyone. As we face our struggles as individuals, communities, and nations, I urge everyone to recognize the humanity in each other. And I ask policymakers in particular to place the interests of human beings at the center of their work, just as we will do at the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative by placing workers at the center of our trade policies. In trade policy, we can and must be tough negotiators and tough enforcers. We must also be fair. In life, we can and must stand up for what we believe is right and not shy away from confronting our differences. And we must also have empathy. Some of you come from families that have been in the United States for generations. Others may have families that are similar to mine, where our parents emigrated to this country in pursuit of the many opportunities America offered. A few may have a mix of both. Some of you chose to become an American, and that may make you the most authentically American of all of us. Personally, I am proud to live in a country where, in just one generation, as the daughter of new Americans, I could grow up to represent the United States and our economic interests around the world. What has always impressed me about many of the members of the committee is your dedication to using your voice and influence on key issues. It's needed now more than ever. I look forward to hearing from you often, and I look forward to seeing you all in person, hopefully one day soon. Thank you.